Hello everybody, it's Lisa Brown, Brown Goes Crafting. Oh my goodness, it's a little warm here tonight. Okay, I got a light out here. Let me see what I can do about that. I don't see where it was plugged in. I guess it's not all that important. Here we go. Let me plug in this light real quick. Hopefully my box here is working. Let me twist that around real quick. We're gonna make a cute little door hanger. And I'm gonna put the link in here real quick. Let's see if I can still do it. There we go. Come on. It's not letting me pin nothing tonight. There it goes. Hey, Debbie. Hey, Crystal. Hey, Joanne. We are going to do a cute little door hanger, but first we are going to crackle this pizza board. Hey, Nanette. Hey, Carol. Hey, Carrie. Let me get my stuff up right here. And let me see if I still have my black here. There's my black. We're going to paint the bottom of it black. Charlotte, we sure did. We had all three of my grandkids here, and my sister had only one of her 4 kids here. One lives a good little ways away, and the other one, son, had duck hunting. And Bethany went to her husband's family's Easter this year. So we were kind of all around. I tell you what, that pudding went fast. There's enough downstairs for Jeff to have a little bit because they ate a lot of it while they were here. Come on. I want the underneath of this to be black. And they enjoyed it, let me tell you. Now, I'm not going to crackle the back of it. I'll just paint the back of this white. But we're going to crackle the front and the sides. And I may decide to go ahead and paint the back of it black and crackle it, but I'll do that off camera. Hey, Kathy. Hey, Deborah. Now, this pizza board, I don't have any left in my shop because I put them all on this kit right here. Then I decided to do a door hanger kit. And I gave you guys the link there if you're interested in it. Decided I was going to start doing some patriotic stuff. Ah, thank you, Gloria. I like this van because it's just like my old one, except it's newer and has warranty on it. We bought the other one used. And we've had it for, I guess, 4 years now. But 3 years, I know at least. But we started having a little bit of issues with it. We decided to go ahead and just trade it off since I travel so much and I have the kids. Just about every day I pick up one of the kids. And bring them home. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and just go right around the edge here and make sure I don't get this on my new shirt. I got this shirt here from Temu. And actually, it fits pretty much true to size. Linda, Jeff and I are doing good. He had kind of a rough day today. With him losing so much weight, he took his blood pressure pill this morning and he didn't need it. And so he was kind of down all day long. His blood pressure was okay as long as he was sitting. But if he stood up, it bottomed out. So our daughter, that is the nurse practitioner, told him to go to bed. So that's what he did. He went to bed and laid down. He just now got up. I like my Pacifica. It gets good gas mileage. Has lots of room. Even though this one doesn't have all the bells and whistles that our older one had, I still like it. You can live without electric seats. Hey, Ellen. because you can always put in a DVD player. Hey, Ellen from Michigan. How's your weather up there? There's Jeff. He can at least sit downstairs and he can comment. I'm going to get him a comfortable chair to go over to the building with me, though. At least at night, when I go live at night, he can have a place to sit next to me. Get my sides here, because this has a little bit of an edge. Make sure we get that painted. And like I said, I will do the back. Okay, congrats to Linda. I didn't see what Linda got. I'm going to have to scroll back and look. I was looking down. Hey, Stephanie. But I like, this is going to be a cute one. I think this cutout, when I did this cutout, I have it still on my website. And it's a bigger anchor. But I made this one a little smaller anchor so that it would fit on like a pizza board. Something this size right here. And I'm selling it as a kit with a cutting board. This pizza board. I got a little bit of divot right there. I need to get that paint in that little divot. Okay, this is just about to dry right here. Let's go ahead and put the lid back on this so I don't spill it. There it is. We're going to lay this brush aside in a diaper wipe. Yeah, he was feeling pretty rough this morning. And he still doesn't feel too great, but he is better than what he was. Hey, Shar. If you guys would sprinkle this video out, because me not being able to go on this last week really hurt my page, even though I would do it all again to keep Declan happy. But it really took my numbers down. Hey, Rosie. Okay, let's just... Yeah, he pretty much feels like death warmed over. Just what he said there. I need to kind of smooth out my paint right here. Kind of globby looking. And I don't want anything globby. Stephanie, this is $28 plus shipping because this board weighs a little over a pound when it has anything with it. And because of the size of it, it's a little bit more to ship it. But it would make a great door hanger. Okay, we got that dry, and I'm just going to use some good old school glue here. And we are going to crackle this. I know you can't see the top there, but man, this is going to be one of those that's hard to squeeze out. So I am taking the lid off. Yeah, I told you if he needs to eat a little bit more, he's actually gone from like a 2X, 3X shirt down to probably XL. Okay, I'm going to put a pretty good coat of paint on this. You get up and around my edge here. I'll check my top up there in just a minute, but I'm going to get a good coat of this Elmer's glue on here. This is just regular old school glue. Okay, let me turn this around so I can see if I get the top. Make sure I get that top edge. Yeah, he's gone down. Tomorrow I'm going to go out in the building and I'm going to start cleaning up all of the sheetrock mess after church and try to clean it up a little bit because it looks like it's a mess right now. Okay, boy, this is just soaking up the glue here. I want to make sure I get a good crackle on it because I want this to look a little vintagey. And I'm going to have to put in an order for more of these boards, I think. Because I like using these for door hangers. Okay, I'm just trying to smooth this out just a little bit because I don't want to skimp on my glue, but I don't want it to be globby either. I need just a little bit more here. We're gonna get this done. Today, my sister and niece and I went out to throw the eggs out, and my daughter, they weren't outside yet. First one I threw down, and they're plastic eggs. Judy, I have to get these from a wholesaler. And first egg I set down, he wanted to come get it. And so I shooed him away from that one. I threw the second one down, and he wanted that one. So, oh, that's good. If you can find these at Goodwill, I'd pick them up for sure. Because you're going to pay way more than $3 for them. I know it's Carrie. Carrie got some dumpster diving. And they're pretty close to it. I think hers had a little bit longer or shorter handle than this one. But they make good door hangers. Okay. We got all that down. And I put my white paint right on. Oh gosh, I just made a big mess with that glue. That came right out of that lid. Hey, Marla. Let me get that glue up because I don't need a bigger mess than I've got. We're going to take some good old white acrylic paint. Maria. Oops. Sorry there. I'm looking really fast at these names going by here. It's Maria Fanning. All right. We're going to start with just some chalk paint. I'm just going to put some on my brush here to get started. And I am coming down. And I'm going to come up here to my top. I'm going to come this way. And I'm going to get my sides right here while I've got enough on my brush. That top edge. And we get my top round up there. Now, I've still got quite a bit on my brush. Trying really hard not to get this on my shirt. Come up. There we go. Now we got it. Now let me lift this up and turn it back around here and take a piece of that straw off. Oh, I'm glad you're here, Elaine. We are gonna crackle this board. Sometimes I like to put down my antique wax or my truffle paint, but I wanted the back of this to be black. Get my edge right there. And like I said, I'll paint the back of this black. I don't have to crackle the back of it. My goodness, I can't talk. Cannot talk today. Let me get some of the excess off there, and I hope this crackles like I want it, because you know sometimes it's 50-50 if it's going to crackle the way you really want it to come. I'm trying to get what's left in my brush because I have it all on one side here. We need just a little bit more. And there we go. We're going to finish it off and stick some heat to it. There we go. I meant to ask my daughter today when she's going to get her ultrasound so we can see what this baby's going to look like. I hope it's another light brown-haired, blue-eyed baby. Okay. Let's set that right there because we're probably going to use this wide. I'm going to leave it open. But I'm not going to use that big brush. Oh, Vivian, we had our Easter today. My sister and I had ours today with our kids. It's easier for us to do it on a Saturday. That way they can go do their in-laws the next day. I got a little hair right there. Just gonna use my finger and smooth that down. So my sister had made some really good chicken on their Blackstone grill. Hey, Susie Mac. And I fixed a ham in my roaster. We made some potato salad last night. We made some baked beans. We did this rice casserole that I've made on my page before. The banana pudding is good. There's a little bit left in there, but not much because they all took a big bowl of it home. And we had green beans, and I had green beans because my son-in-law can't eat legumes or baked beans or anything. So we usually make something that he can eat. Hey, Margaret. I hope my paint wasn't too thick here. But I think it's going to crackle really good. Well, hey, Paula. How are you doing tonight? Yeah, they left him a little bit. Not a whole lot, but they left him some. And the nice thing is my sister and I will cook. We say we're not going to cook a lot, and then we end up cooking a ton. But then the kids that are here, they can just get them a to-go container and load up and take it home. This is starting to crack really good. I can see some big cracks in it. But I had it a little bit too thick, I think. Oh, thank you, Paula. You can see, I don't know if you can see here, but I'm getting some big cracks here. I tell you what, you can't help it, can you, Kathy? It seems like you think, well, one more thing. The only thing I didn't do this year, and they asked me where they were at, was homemade rolls. I just didn't feel like making them this year. Jeff bought 2 packages of rolls, and they were gone pretty quick. Okay, we're getting some great big cracks here. Can you see that coming up? It is 22 inches long from the tip of the top, the tip of the handle down to the bottom, and it's right at 12 inches wide at the widest point. Hey, Tanya. Yeah, we're getting some big cracks, which is what I want. I want it to look old. We're going to put a little bit of, is this my Waverly wax? Yeah, it is. Some wax over it, too. Oh, that's right. As it grows, it extends, and you have to share your kids. Hey, Betsy. Oh yeah, we're getting a big, making sure it's drying right there. Big cracks. Well, if it's still a boy, it's going to be Griffin. We do know that. So we'll have a Declan and a Griffin. Oh yeah, they do. You know, even my nieces and nephews, they know to bring their containers. Now my niece Bethany, she usually, when we have everybody here, when all the kids are here, that would be an additional 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 15, about another 18 people. So today it was kind of tiny for us just to have the three families here. Oh yeah, I like Griffin. So when that happens, my sister and I, we do cook, you know, a lot more. And my niece Bethany, she knows to bring her containers because she likes to take home leftovers. Hey, Mary Tayo. I was looking on the Turquoise Valentine today. She had some more pictures of Canton, and man, I can't wait. I cannot wait to go. And then I found another place down there in Waco. It's called the Junkie Monkey. And I posted a video of her little shop, and I thought that would be a neat place to go too. We are just about done with all of our cracks here. Yeah, Griffin, I think she said Griffin Malcolm. They were looking at Mason, and I kind of hope they go with Mason, but it's whatever they want to name him. Yeah, this was just white school glue, and I put my paint right on top of wet glue. It takes a little longer to dry, but you get a really good crackle with it. And I'm just kind of touching. Feels a little wet right here. Hey, Glenda. You can really see that black underneath it, but we're going to put some antiquing wax on it. When do we go to Texas? I'm leaving, and I will be there on the 24th. But then I'm coming home on Sunday instead of Monday because our daughter Haley and Mike are going back to Oklahoma City to pick up her Jeep, and then they're going to take a southern route back to Maine, and they have to go within 28 miles of our house, and they're going to stay in Fort Smith with Lauren, so we'll get to see them a couple of days. So I'm going to cut my little vacation a day short so I can see her and Mike. Okay. I'm going to let this sit, and we're going to paint our other pieces that go on here. I think it's pretty dry. Let me get our tops up here. See my back here. I'll take care of my back. I won't leave my back unfinished, but we don't have to do it on camera. This side crackled really good. There we go. Now it's starting to crackle. You get that bubble out of the way there. I'm putting that heat pretty close. Okay. I'm going to take this and I'm going to set it right up there. I'm going to wipe my hands off. And we're going to make our anchor here. I think I want to just make it straight blue. And I have either this blue or I've got this midnight blue, but this is a little brighter. I think I want to use it. I kind of like the brighter blue. Let me shake this up a little bit. Oh, you have, Cindy? I thought it looked really good, and I made a comment on her video and told her we're going to be down there. So I'm excited. Where is all my brushes at? I will be so glad when I get out to the shop where I can get to my brushes. Let me get my phone case out of the way. That one's a little small, but that's okay. Now I'm going to use a little bit of this blue right here. I was going to use a brush, but I'm going to use a makeup sponge. And we're going to go ahead and just, I don't know if I like that or not. I really kind of wanted a darker blue. So we're not going to take that back and put it in there. And we're just going to go to our acrylic paint. That's a little bit light for me once I got it on there. I think I want something a little darker. Tell you what, this just isn't my day, is it? I'm trying to get this done. There we go. Now we got it out. That's the kind of blue I want. I like that blue. A dark blue. I'm just touching the tops of my cutout here. Let's just get that on. Hey, you have a step-grandson in Waco? I've been to Waco, but it's been several years ago, and I've just been through Waco and never actually stopped at Waco. When Ashley was in band, we took a trip to San Antonio, and I remember going through Waco because that night when we were coming back, we hit a whole bunch of bees, and they were hitting the charter bus's windshield, and actually we couldn't even hardly see out the window, and we had to stop and clean off the windshield. I'm going to go ahead and just touch up my sides here just a little bit. Even though it's a brown, I'm going to go ahead and just kind of add a little bit of blue on that. There we go. All right. We're going to do that blue. I'm going to set that up there to dry. And then I have Home of the Brave, and I'm going to do that all in red. Let me get my papers here. All of my pieces. And my tape's all sticking together with my stars. Okay. Right here we have Home of the Brave. There's my stars. We're going to do this all in red. And I have another sponge there. We're going to use this crimson red. Deborah, I'm hoping I can at least start moving stuff in next week. That's my hope. I'd like to get everything in before I leave to go to Canton, because not too far after I'm in Canton, I'm going to be having surgery on my shoulder. And I don't plan on moving. Well, I won't be able to move anything after that. So I really need to have everything moved in before I leave, or shortly after I get back. That's my plan. Hey, Connie. How are you doing? Okay, I'm just painting these as crimson red. Just Waverly Crimson Red. And I'm just tapping on the tops of them. It's going to take us longer to glue these words on than it is to paint them. Okay, there we got Brave. And I got one more there. Got one more sponge. Hey, Chastita. And let's get our, make sure I got all of them. I got 8 stars will come with the kit. Happy Easter to you, Ellen. And I've got some white here. Let's go ahead and but for the most part of June, I'll probably have a lot of short videos on, and I'll have a few crafters come on and help me. Terry, it is $28 plus shipping, and I'm hoping, and the reason why I had to do that is because the board cost me more than that. Waco's at the silo. I've been to the silos. It was fun, actually. When our daughter lived in, where did she live? She lived in Grapevine at the time, and we went down to the silos. She took us down there. I forgot about that. Okay. I'm going to hit this just a little bit more because it feels a little bit cold. Like it's wet underneath. Hey, Stacy French. Oh, I was going to put some antique wax on this. We're going to dirty this up just a little bit because I don't... Oh, that's black. Don't use black. Don't use black. We're going to take a little bit of this on here. We're going to age it just a little bit because I don't want it to look just new. Hope you have a good Easter, Stacy. Okay, let's come up here. I'm putting that on, and then I'm going to wipe a lot of it off. Mainly, I'm going to do just a little bit in. And I'm going to take a clean one, and I'm going to wipe a lot of it off. Just to kind of knock down some of that white. Let me kind of mush it around there a little bit. Just to take a little bit of that white, bright white off. Whoops, there went the new one. The clean one. Let's come up around the edges here a little bit darker. But all the kids had fun today. Michelle and I always put money in the little gold eggs, so they all get a little bit of cash, not much. Okay, I'm gonna wipe some of this off here. We'll just take a little bit of it off. And there I just spilt the whole bottle. It's just like me. Hold on just a second here. Let me move this out of the way over there and wipe this up so I don't string it all over. It's a good thing that was a small bottle and not a big bottle. Hey, Burlap and Bling. Let me wipe up my mess here. Boy, that could have been a big mistake. All right, let's come up here. Let's dry this just a little bit. Oh, thank you guys for the star party. There's the lid to it right there. Hey, Ginger Tape. All right, let's put our lid back on that. And let's get our anchor. We're going to set all this on, and then we'll see where we're going to put our stuff. Now, the word brave is going to have to kind of go at an angle at the bottom. So let me get that. Just take these off. Okay. Now, where's that brush I picked up for the glue here? I'm going to use some Tite Bond here. Well, no Tite Bond, we'll use the Gorilla. We'll just use the Gorilla Glue. All right. Now, this needs to come up just a little bit on this pizza board. I'm going to put my A right at the bottom and use that my center. And you have kind of a little beveled edge right here. So I'm going to start with my A. We're going to lay it down. And I need to get me a little brush. To take out my little bit of glue I went over there. So we got A right underneath that point. And we're going to use that to kind of help us lay these out. Yeah, they all got a little bit of something, but they all like to find the little golden eggs. So how many ever kids is theirs? How many golden eggs we have? And we have a couple that has a little extra money in them. But they enjoy looking for them. And we use, every year I only bring out my Easter basket that I got when I was about 2 years old. I have a huge wooden basket that my mom and dad got for me. I think I was probably 2 years old because Michelle got one that's just a little bit smaller than mine. And so every year I bring out that basket, and that's what I put the Easter eggs in when we go and start to hide them. Oh, but let me tell you, today we had a runaway, and it was me running away screaming. We had, my cousin came out and he did our lawn. He has a lawn service, and this young man's lawn service is huge. He is the same age as my twins. In fact, they're just a few months apart. And Tyler's crew comes out and does our lawn. And they came out and they did it Thursday. Well, our pool has a deck, and you can see underneath the deck. And we put eggs underneath there, just right along the edge. And the first kid, I can't even remember, it might have been Declan, went over to get the egg, and lo and behold, there was a snake. Now, the snake was dead. But, tell you what, let's lay this down. The snake was dead because their weed eater got it. And it wasn't a poisonous one. It was a, I think they called it a Texas ringneck or something. But it was dead. But my niece picked up the parts of it and had it on a stick, and she stuck it in my face, and I almost ran away. I don't like snakes. But it was a Texas, I think it was a Texas ringneck, but they're not poisonous, but it was underneath our pool deck. So Gibbs hasn't been a very good dog, trying not to get the snakes killed. It's the first one we've had, I think, in our yard. So that wasn't fun. So anywhere we were looking to find the eggs that we hid, we started looking for snakes. Okay, let's set this down. I'm gonna make sure that point is right on that A, and that little top is right up here in the neck of it. Oh, when she stuck it in my face, I'm not gonna lie, I screamed. And then when my sister and I, when everybody was done, we were outside and we went to my flower bed on the side and we were pulling weeds, and I don't know what it was she pulled and she threw it at me and I almost hit her. Oh yeah, I don't like snakes at all. Okay, I'm gonna hold that down because I want to make sure that stays on there. I just lost my shoe. Oh, it rained there all day. It was nice here today. It was nice. Oh, Nita, I do too. I don't care for snakes. I think I'm going to have to put a little daub of glue right there to hold that down. I probably should have did both. For the most part, it's holding down, but let me get another little bit of glue. Hold it down while that wood glue is trying to dry. And if any of it seeps out, I'm just going to wipe it off. Because this has kind of a bow on it, just a little bit. Oh, I don't like mice either. Don't like mice. Oops, okay, now let's go up here and let's get our letters up here. Oh, I'm not going to stick them up there because I figured a new way I wanted to do it. I figured a new way I was going to do it. I was going to put these where these just touch. Right on this top. Hopefully these are going to stick. And they should. Whoops. I can't spell home. It's probably a good thing it didn't stick. Probably a good thing it didn't stick. I can't spell home. Yep, I got it, Debbie. We got it. Luckily, I saw my mistake before I got it down. No, kids weren't scared at all. They didn't say anything. Not a word. Not a word. There, I tried to get it where I had the same length on either side here. Yeah, as soon as I looked up, I saw it. Now let me look here. That's okay. All right, we got home. And we had the word of the brave. And then we're going to be done. We're going to put a little bow on it. Actually, not even a bow. We're just going to put some... Let me get that glue out from the center of that because I hate that glue when it comes up. Now we can put it of the, or we can do, let's just do it like I had it. I'm going to do O. Let me put it on that side of that crack so we can see it. And then we're going to do of. And that one's a little thin. And I like putting these on tape, but when you put these on tape, make the tape just a little bit not so sticky like putting it on your shirt. And that way your letters will come off of it really good and not break. Now, one thing, if they do break, it's easy to stick them back down on your board. Because if it breaks, it's usually going to break right at a thin piece that you can glue back together. And then we have our stars. We got our stars here. I think I need to dry that one. And I need to okay, we got 8 stars, so we're gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Let's put our stars straight up. And that looks pretty close to being even there. Hey, Jane, how are you doing tonight? Okay. I'm gonna make sure my points are all sticking up there. A little bit of glue on the back of them. And you just kind of eyeball how far apart you want to get them. It doesn't matter. It's however you want to do it. But if you look, I have this cut out in a bigger anchor that you can put on a different board. I've had it on there a while now. And I think it was last year when I put it on there. But we still have it. Okay. There we go. We are just about done. That's pretty close. Your dad was in the Navy? Okay, and there is what we've got so far. I think making that just a little bit darker and not just really white helped it. Now I have some ribbon. There's some pieces already cut right there. And then I have a little bit of this red and white that we're going to cut. Let me get my scissors. We're just going to make a little tie around the top. Just right here. Real thin. Whoops. That one's not so thin because I didn't cut it thin enough. Or I cut it too thin. Okay, I'm just going to go ahead and leave those kind of raggedy looking. We'll take these 3 pieces here. And these I think are a little bit longer. We can always cut them to what we need them to. There's one. Oops, that's just a whole big old string. This is a little thicker. That's all right. We can cut it off. And then I'm just going to hold this up right here, and I'm not going to tie it in a knot because I'm going to have to finish off the back. We're just going to tie it. Now I'm just going to make a loose knot because I need to take it off to finish the back. And then we're going to take our scissors here. And we're going to cut it right at the top of that anchor, the crossbeam. Now with this right here, you can bring it up a little bit and put a little bit of glue here in the back. You can take another piece of fabric and make you a little tie up here where you can hang it up. Up here. And that would just be a cute little door hanger. Spray it with some polyurethane and you're good to go. Definitely we're praying for everybody. I haven't seen anything, but I will definitely go back and look. But like I said, this complete kit is on the website. If you want it, just click that link. I think I'm going to have about 6 of them is what I've got. Thank you, Deborah. And even though tomorrow is Easter, I plan on going live tomorrow night because I understand that there's going to be some families that don't have anybody home for Easter and you're all alone, and we can just go live and do a quick little craft, and that way you have somebody to interact with and to talk to. Thank you, Joanne. But probably around 8 o'clock tomorrow night, I'm going to go live. I was talking to Shar, and not everybody has somebody at home for Easter. Happy Easter to you too, Sue. Thank you, Nancy. Anyway, guys, please go share this video, and I will see you guys tomorrow. And you guys have a great Easter. Bye-bye.